Aislin, go the Aussie underdogs tonight. Live coverage coming up straight after the news.
Looking forward to it, Jono. Thank you. Well, if you're in the market for a new mobile phone, CanStar Blue has done the hard work for you, releasing their latest smartphone ratings. Taking out the Most Satisfied Customers Award, Samsung, scoring 5 stars for overall satisfaction, as well as user-friendliness, durability, design and camera quality.
This is the second year in a row that Samsung has beat out Apple, and they also beat out other big names such as Google, Oppo, Motorola and Nokia.
Oppo, however, scored highest for value for money, as well as battery and charging performance, while Apple equalled Samsung's 5-star rating on user-friendliness and design. Well, from one Brisbane icon to another, a metal ibis sculpture has returned to Milton, on top of the 4X brewery, complete with its very own beer. And the brewery has confirmed the bird is here to stay.
I've actually got the bin chicken trail where you can drive around Brisbane. There's about 14 or 15 out there dotted around.
Sounds like a game my kids would love, and it's welcome news for the artist and fans alike after a similar statue was stolen from a nearby bus station last year. A match made in heaven. In just 3 minutes, the 10 tips to live longer. The experts reveal how to slow ageing and boost your heart health. This must-see report is just moments away. But first, Lily Greer is back with a check on the weather. Lily, a pleasant end to the day in the city.
Yeah, that's right, Aislin. Here at New Farm, the clouds have cleared right up to reveal a very beautiful afternoon, but don't let it fool you. It was a gloomy start to the morning and it is going to be a gloomy rest of the week. We'll have all your weather details coming up in just a little bit.
It might sound impossible, but just 10 simple things could be the key to a longer life. Experts in longevity sharing their top tips to boost heart health and slow ageing. Health reporter Gabriella Rogers explains.
Experts have published what they call the 10 commandments to help protect our heart as we age. Numbers 1 and 4, reduce your waistline with aerobic and resistance exercise. Commit to at least 30 to 60 minutes a day and avoid sitting for long periods of time. 2, stick to a Mediterranean-like diet. Avoid ultra-processed foods, meats and beverages rich in empty calories. 3, intermittent fasting can help the 2 in 3 Australians who are overweight or obese, but it needs to be done without binging on unhealthy foods. And people need to know that diet and exercise go hand in hand.
This fixation on diets only is detrimental because people, they lose weight and then they regain weight with interest. And most importantly, as they lose weight with diet, they lose muscle mass and they regain mostly fat.
Also on the list, avoid or limit alcohol, don't smoke, and prioritise your sleep by setting a bedtime early enough to get between 7 and 9 hours each night. Reduce your exposure to pollution and, importantly, manage your stress and stimulate your mind to break bad eating habits.
And they use basically food or other addictive substances as a way to boost their dopamine.
Also on the list, practicing compassion and nurturing connections with family and friends.
Time now for our full weather forecast. Lily, we have more rain on the way.
Yeah, you're right, Aislin. That rain activity really eased up today, but we know the drizzly conditions are going to stick around for the rest of the week. I'm trying to think of a positive with all this dreary weather. All I can say is that Brisbane's looking very green and very lush at the moment. That's about where the positive takes end. Before we get stuck in today's temperatures, though, I want to talk directly to people in the far north of our state. We know the Bureau has a severe thunderstorm warning active at the moment. That is for areas like the northern tropical coast, the upper goldfields, the tablelands, the peninsula. They could get heavy rainfall in the coming hours from that monsoonal trough, so residents up there really do need to take care tonight. It was warm right across the board today. 30 degrees on the Sunshine Coast, 29 at Redcliffe, 30 in Brisbane, 29 down in the Redlands and on the Gold Coast. From up above you can see that monsoon trough, and tropical lows continue to bring heavy rain and stormy weather across the tropics. Looking ahead to tomorrow, a top of 30 for Sydney-siders, much cooler in Melbourne, 21 degrees, windy and and cloudy there. 24 in Adelaide, 31 and maybe a storm up in Darwin. Glorious in the capital, 24 and sunny in Canberra and 20 degrees down in Hobart. Back home now, we know more rain is about to be dumped on parts of the far north due to that monsoonal trough. Up in Cairns, 32 and rainy. In Townsville and Mackay, much the same. In Rocky, a warm 35 degrees and rainy. Down here in the south, 33 in Caboolture, 32 in Logan, 31 in Manly, 31 and drizzly down at surface. Sorry to anyone on holiday down there. And out on the bay tomorrow, winds northerly 10 to 15 knots, reaching up to 20 knots inshore late in the Arvo, seas around 1 metre. In the River City tomorrow, between 23 and 33 degrees, a high chance of rain in the tail end of the day and the chance of a thunderstorm. Those conditions sticking around till at least Saturday, with temperatures in the low 30s. Over in Ipswich, 35 on Friday before it cools off over the weekend. That shower activity will be sticking around too. Down on the Gold Coast, temperatures hovering around that 30 mark for most of next week. Unfortunately, you're in for a rainy few days too. And up on the Sunshine Coast, it'll be warm outside, cloudy and a bit rainy. Not a lot of sunshine in sight as we near the end of the school holidays. Aislin, unfortunately, the latest from the Bureau is that tomorrow almost every inch of Queensland could see a thunderstorm. Hopefully it clears up though in the afternoon to reveal another beautiful afternoon like what we've seen at the New Farm River Walk this afternoon.
Such a wet and stormy summer, hasn't it, Lily? So thank you for keeping us up to date, and we'll keep across all that information as that tropical low is hovering just off Queensland's coast. That is 9 News Queensland for this evening. Good evening.